Do you ever get that feeling? Your paycheck lands, and almost instantly it just seems to vanish. You're left scratching your head, still feeling, well, kind of broke.
Oh, absolutely. It's such a common thing. You work hard, the money comes in.
And then poof, gone. It's frustrating.
It really is.
But what if there's a simpler way, like a structured approach to actually break that cycle? Maybe even start building some real wealth.
Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today.
Yeah, today we're doing a deep dive into something called the wealth building paycheck system. Our mission to unpack it, pull out the best bits, and give you, our listener, a clear, actionable way to, take control.
And what's interesting is the source material gets right to it. It argues pretty strongly that the main problem isn't always how much you make.
Right. Not just the income level.
Exactly. It's more about how you manage it. The core idea is that most people don't necessarily need more money. They need a better system for the money they have.
Okay, so let's unpack that. Where does the system start? What's the first step?
It starts with something really concrete, actionable, setting up 3 separate bank accounts.
3 accounts. Okay, because most of us, right, we just have everything dumped into one account. Maybe 2.
Usually, yeah. And that's the problem this tries to solve. When it's all in one pot, it's just too easy to spend money that you really should be saving or investing for later.
Ah, okay. So it's about creating boundaries.
Exactly. Clear boundaries. Think of it like putting up fences for your money. It's both practical and psychological. It stops you from accidentally dipping into your future funds for today's expenses.
Makes sense. Gives every dollar a job.
Precisely. It prevents that blur between now money and future money.
And the source is specific about these 3 accounts, right? What are they for?
Yep, very clear. First, you've got your spending account. This is home base for bills, rent, groceries, utilities, maybe some fun money, your day-to-day operational stuff.
Okay, the active budget hub.
Then there's a dedicated savings account,
Oh.
and the system is clear. This isn't for a holiday or a new phone. It's strictly for emergencies.
Like a car repair or suddenly losing your job.
Exactly that. It's your financial safety net.
Yeah.
Your cushion. Really important.
Got it. And the third one?
The third one is the investing account. This is purely for building wealth, growing your money over the long term. Think retirement, financial independence, that kind of thing.
So that's where the money actually goes to work for you.
That's the idea.
So I want you listening to think for a second. If you're using just one account now, which one is doing all that work? Probably the spending one, right?
Almost certainly.
But what if someone listening feels like 3 accounts, I can barely manage one? Does the system address that? Feeling stretched thin?
Yeah, that's a really common situation, and it's actually where this system shows its strength. The point isn't that you need a huge income to start this.
Okay.
The beauty is the structure itself. It tells your money where to go. Even if you start small, like really small amounts going into savings and investing.
Just starting the habit is key.
Exactly. The act of allocating even tiny amounts builds the habit and the mindset. Create the boundaries first, even if the percentages aren't perfect yet. That's the crucial first step.
Okay, that makes it feel more achievable. Right, so once the accounts are set up, this is where it gets, well, really interesting. This is the engine, isn't it? The allocation rule.
Yes, the core strategy gives you a precise breakdown for every single paycheck. It's called the 7-5-1-5-10 rule.
7-5-1-5-10. Why those specific numbers? Is there a logic behind that ratio?
There seems to be. It strikes a balance, Giving yourself 75% for spending feels, well, less restrictive, more sustainable.
Like you're not totally depriving yourself?
Right. And behavioral studies suggest that sustainability is key. If it feels like punishment, you won't stick with it. Right. So 75% covers life now, while the 15% and 10% consistently build for the future.
And the source says apply this every time you get paid.
Every single time. Consistency. It makes it automatic, builds momentum.
Okay, so break it down. 75% goes where?
75% goes straight into that spending account. Covers your living expenses, bills, essentials, maybe even a little bit of non-essential stuff.
That feels manageable. Then the 15%.
15% is earmarked for your investing account. That's your wealth builder. For the long haul.
Got it. And the final 10%.
That 10% goes into the savings account, building up that emergency fund cushion we talked about.
Okay, let's make that concrete. Say your paycheck is $3,000 after tax.
Okay.
So under this rule, that's $2,250 for spending, $450 for investing,
Right.
and $300 for savings every single time.
Exactly. You're paying your present self and your future self with every paycheck. automatically.
But what if that 75% still feels really tight for someone? Maybe high rent or existing debt. Is it flexible?
It is. The system acknowledges that. The 7-5-1-5-10 is the ideal, maybe the goal, but the principle is what matters first.
The principle of allocating.
Yes. You might need to start with, say, 80-10-10, or maybe even 85-105 if things are really tight. The key is to allocate something to savings and investing. Start the habit.
And then work towards the 7-5-1-5-10 over time.
Exactly.
Mm.
As you get better at managing the spending part, you can adjust the percentages, optimize it.
That flexibility makes it realistic. Okay, so account set up, allocation rule decided. Now, what makes this whole thing truly powerful? There's another step, right?
Yes. The crucial step that makes it almost effortless. Automate it.
Automation. Taking the thinking out of it.
And the willpower. Let's be honest. That's where plans often fall apart, isn't it?
Definitely. Good intentions don't always translate to action.
Precisely. So the system strongly advocates setting up automatic transfers the moment your paycheck hits.
Whoosh. Money moves to savings and investing automatically.
Exactly. It's a behavioral trick, really. If you don't even see that 15% and 10% in your main spending account, you're far less likely to spend it.
Out of sight, out of mind, kind of.
Pretty much. It prevents impulse buys, procrastination. It ensures consistency, paycheck after paycheck.
But setting up auto transfers, that might feel like another hurdle for some people. Any tips from the source on just getting started with that?
It tries to simplify it. Think of it like paying any other bill. Your rent goes out automatically, right?
Usually, yeah.
So schedule a bill payment to your future self, your savings account, your investment account. Most banking apps make this super easy now.
Just set up a recurring transfer.
Yep. Maybe start with just the 10% to savings. See how smoothly that runs for a paycheck or two. Then add the 15% investment transfer. Build momentum.
Okay, break it down into smaller steps.
Right. Soon enough, it just becomes part of your financial rhythm. You don't even think about it.
That really is a game changer. Paycheck hits, money gets sorted automatically. 75% is left for you to spend. You've already paid your future self first.
Makes all the difference.
Okay, so the system allocates the money. But it doesn't stop there, does it? It also gives advice on how to handle the spending part, that 75%.
Yeah, making that 75% work smarter is just as vital. It's about being more intentional with the money you do spend. Shifting your mindset.
From reactive to intentional spending.
Exactly. These aren't just random rules. They're habits to help you make conscious choices. Understand the impact of your purchases. It's about, conscious consumption.
Makes sense. So what are some of these spending strategies?
Well, the first one is a classic for a reason. Wait 24 hours before buying non-essentials.
Ah, yes, the cooling off period, that new gadget, those cool shoes. Just sleep on it.
Right. The source basically says, give it a day, and most of the time the urge will pass. You'll realize you didn't need it that badly.
I know that feeling. What seemed essential yesterday suddenly looks less so. What's the psychology there?
It just creates that vital pause, doesn't it, between the impulse, I want it, and the action. It lets the rational part of your brain catch up.
Instead of just the emotional reaction.
Exactly. You get a chance to ask, do I really need this? Does it fit my goals? It counters that immediate gratification trap.
Good one. Okay, what's next?
Next is digging into the difference between needs and wants. Seems obvious, but
we blur the lines.
Constantly. The system really pushes for honesty here. It's so easy to rationalize a want into a need.
Like my daily fancy coffee. Is it a need to function or a want for comfort?
That's a perfect example. Getting clear on that helps you prioritize where your 75% actually goes.
Yeah.
Making sure it covers genuine needs first, not just getting drained by convincing wants.
Okay, honesty required. Then there's one that sounds intriguing. The rule of 5.
Ah, yes. This one makes you pause. If you can't afford 5 of it, you can't afford 1.
Whoa! Okay, explain that. Like a $1,000 TV?
Right. Could you comfortably afford to buy 5 of those TVs right now? Like, could you handle a $5,000 hit without major financial stress?
Probably not. Comfortably, no.
Then the rules suggest maybe that single $1,000 purchase isn't truly affordable for you right now. It's a kind of a reality check, a litmus test for bigger buys.
Puts the cost in perspective beyond just the single price tag.
Exactly. It looks at your underlying capacity, preventing one manageable purchase from causing wider strain.
I like that. Okay, and there's one more big spending tip.
A really big one. Stop financing junk.
Financing junk, meaning?
Don't borrow money. Take out loans or use credit cards you can't pay off immediately for things that lose value. Depreciating assets.
Like cars, new phones, fancy clothes.
Exactly. These things are worth less the moment you buy them and even less over time, paying interest on top of that depreciation.
It's like throwing money away twice.
It's a fast track to financial trouble, yeah.
Yeah.
It directly undermines your saving and investing efforts. The advice is clear. Save up for that stuff instead.
Avoid that bad debt on things going down in value. What about smaller drains, like forgotten subscriptions? Is that jump too?
Implicitly, yes. While the rule focuses on big depreciating assets, the principle applies. That mindful approach to the 75% encourages you to cut any spending that doesn't deliver value.
So those unused gym memberships or streaming services?
They're financial junk, passively draining your money. The system pushes you to review your spending regularly and eliminate those leaks.
Okay, so these habits help make the 75% more effective. Now, let's shift to the 15%, the investing part. This is where people often feel intimidated, right?
Hugely intimidated. It can seem complex, risky, full of jargon.
Yeah. But the system seems to offer really straightforward advice here, too. Strips away the fear.
It does. It focuses on simple, fundamental truths, prioritizing steady, long-term growth over trying to get rich quick. It makes it accessible even for total beginners.
You don't need to be a Wall Street expert.
Not at all. You just need consistency and a clear, simple strategy.
Okay, what's the first piece of investing advice from the system?
Don't chase hot stocks. Resist the hype,
But it's tempting. Everyone wants the next big thing.
of course. But chasing those tips usually leads to buying high when everyone's excited and then panic selling low when the hype dies down. It's emotional investing.
And that often leads to losses.
For most individuals, yes. The system says, stick to what you understand. Invest in things you comprehend. It reduces risk and keeps things rational. Build a stable foundation. Don't gamble. Makes sense. What does it suggest starting with then? It recommends you start with index funds, like the S&P 500.
Okay, remind us what that is.
Basically, an S&P 500 index fund holds tiny pieces of the 500 largest companies in the U.S. So you're not picking one company. You're getting broad exposure to the whole market, or a big chunk of it.
Diversification built right in.
Exactly. It's simple, low cost, and historically it performs very well with long-term. It's a great starting point. You benefit from overall economic growth without needing expert stock-picking skills.
Yeah, what else?
Always be buying, even when the market drops. Keep investing consistently.
That sounds counterintuitive, though. When the market's falling, don't you want to wait or pull your money out?
That's the gut reaction, but the system advocates for consistency. It's called dollar cost averaging. You invest the same amount regularly, say, every payday.
Regardless of the price.
Regardless. When prices are low, your fixed amount buys more shares. When prices are high, it buys fewer. Over time, this lowers your average cost per share.
Ah, okay. Takes the guesswork and emotion out of trying to time the market.
Precisely. Market timing is incredibly difficult, even for pros. Consistency wins.
All right. And the final piece of investing advice?
It underpins everything. Don't panic. Stay in the game long term.
The long view.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Investing isn't about quick flips. It's about growth over years, decades even. Markets will go up and down. That's normal. Panicking and selling during a downturn just locks in your losses.
And you miss the recovery.
Exactly. Staying invested, staying calm is often more important than anything else. Patience is key. Compounding only works its magic over the long haul.
Wow. Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive,
Yeah.
the core message seems really empowering.
I think so too.
It's like you don't need a finance degree or some secret knowledge to get ahead.
Not at all.
You just need to be willing to learn, set up a system, and then be consistent. Take action.
Yeah, it's about creating that structure, the accounts, the allocation, the automation that works for you every single paycheck.
And that's how you break the cycle. That's how you stop living paycheck to paycheck and actually start winning financially.
Well said.
So for everyone listening, what's one small step you can take today? Maybe just opening that separate savings account or figuring out how to set up your first automated transfer. Start small, be consistent.
And if we connect that to the bigger picture, the really profound thing here isn't about finding one magic bullet,
Right.
a huge raise or a lucky stock pick.
Right. It's not a lottery ticket.
No. True financial change comes from that steady, unwavering commitment to a system that works automatically every time you get paid. The power is in the consistency.
The regular automated action.
Exactly. It's like the steady drip of water that eventually fills a huge bucket. It makes financial freedom feel less like a distant dream and more like, well, an inevitable outcome of sticking to the plan.